What's up, people? It's time for more Monster Hunter. Yes, I know I also have two other LPs going on, but Pokepark's having some technical difficulties for some reason. And, Asura's Wrath, I might do that one tomorrow. So yeah, we got an urgent quest last episode, no love for Ludroth. So we have to go and kill a whole bunch of them. Also not sure if I've shown off my new weapon, but it's a jaggy longsword, it's nothing special. But yeah. Something about Ludroths. 50 minutes. You can easily clear this in like... well, maybe not 5, but definitely in 10. Don't need the oxy supply, I guess. Yeah, ration, get my stamina up so I can run longer, so I'll get there faster. Yeah, I want to use the shortcut, I guess. Just dive in here. I've shown this off before, but just if you don't know about it yet, swim through here and you'll get to Area 9 straight away. It's pretty handy if you're gonna fight like an aquatic monster, because they're usually in Area 9, 10, 11, or 12. Well, not really 12. 12 is usually the place they go to when they're almost dead. So go to Area 10 and you will get a cutscene of a nice cliff. Standing right... oh, there we go. There's a Ludroth. Now, as you can see, it's kind of like a crocodile, but with a long neck and a short face. And they are not really difficult in the slightest. In fact, they're little more than a nuisance. Even though their size would make you think otherwise. But yeah, they're just kind of sitting there, fighting, screaming at each other for no particular reason. But yeah, Ludroths. Let's go kill them. So they are fairly large. I mean, they could probably kill a grown man pretty easily if he didn't have a giant sword with him. But yeah, they are by far the weakest water monster you'll find in the game. There we go, 5 left. And you can carve them if you want to. I don't think there's anything you can really make out of their materials, but they give you monster bone S's, which are used in a lot of early game stuff, like all of the early game bone weapons. And they give you some stuff that you need for another monster's armor, which is actually just kind of like the big version of the Ludroth. It's called the Royal Ludroth, and it's like 3 times as big. And it's got a big puffy mane around its head. Not like a lion's mane, it's not like fur or anything, because these are lizards or amphibians or whatever. It's just sort of like a big sponge around his head. Looks pretty weird, but it also looks pretty cool. Yes, things can be both cool and weird. Like me, I am cool, and I am also quite weird. Oh yeah, Ludroth is going belly up. Or not. Shouldn't he be like floating to the surface? Isn't that what all things generally do when they're in water? Unless they're like too heavy for buoyancy or something. There's like a certain point where things don't float but they sink. I'm not entirely sure what that point is, because I'm no physicist. But whatever, let's just drop the subject. And die. Oh, damn it, didn't get him. Now, the underwater fighting. I haven't really talked about it that much because, well, what did we kill underwater? We killed a big fish and some Epioth. These guys are the first things you actually kind of have to fight underwater. And the underwater fighting works well. However, if you're playing this on 3DS, and you're not using the circle pad add-on, then underwater fighting will be a bitch. Now, there might be people who have a different opinion on it, but in my opinion, fighting underwater on 3DS without the circle pad pro is... no, I just don't want to do it. I tried farming some Royal Ludroth parts on 3DS, but it was just no. Well, Royal Ludroth is not the hardest monster out there. You can kill it pretty easily before it even gets to the water, which I think I did most of the time. So you don't have to fight it underwater if you're good enough, which I suppose I am, because I am quite awesome at this game, I must say. I've recorded like close to 30 episodes already, and I haven't even died once. Then again, I'm hardly going into this game like as a fresh player. I mean, I did play Monster Hunter Tri, I beat the offline in Tri. I didn't really get all that far in the online, but I definitely fought most of the monsters that the game had. I never fought the Devil Joe. The Elatrion I never fought. And I think that's pretty much it. Now this game does have some monsters that weren't in Tri, like a whole bunch of new ones, and also some old ones that weren't in Tri, like the Nargacuga, the Plazioth, the Zenogre. Anyway, Chief's talking. We have the Argosy captain over here, which is the guy over there in the white and blue outfit with the sword on his back. He's a fellow longsword enthusiast. I like your style, Argosy captain. No, I don't want an explanation. Okay, maybe I do. So if you go hunt in the woods, like not on a quest and kill stuff, you get commodities, which you can trade to him for stuff. Like mega pickaxes and mega bug nets and traps and bombs and all sorts of stuff. Also, if you kill a big monster outside of a quest, then you can get a rare trading thing, which you can trade for pretty much really good stuff. So here's what we can get. Mega stuff, a thunderbug, a fish finder, and a Saturnian trap. I have no clue what that is. I have 13 curved fangs. So kind of what you have to do is you have to balance out the bars. And he will only trade you if his bar is as long as yours or shorter. So basically he can cheat you, but you can't cheat him. So whatever you have to do, always make sure that the things are as close together as possible so you don't get cheated. Just take some more stuff that, even if you don't need it, just take it because you're entitled to it. Always fill that up as much as you can. That way you will never get cheated by this son of a bitch. Also, you can request like where he'll go. Later on in the game, he'll go to different areas and get other stuff. No, kid, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the cat with the awesome sword. Cat warrior. He's a cook. Then why does he need a big-ass sword if he's a cook? Anyway, he's tired of serving on the Argosy. He's abandoning ship, committing mutiny, and he will be my assistant. Or my cook, more or less. He will go sit down next to the quest lady, and you can go there and order food. He will watch your hunter scrounge it down real fast, and then go on a hunt with a full stomach. Might be an underwater hunt, and he didn't wait half an hour before swimming. I never really understood, like, why are you supposed to wait half an hour before swimming after you've eaten something? I don't think I ever... then again, I didn't really go swimming all that often. But still, what's the worst thing that could possibly happen? Anyway, she has some more stuff to buy, and if the Argosy's in town, everything is half off. So if you need anything that she has to offer... Oh, we have some new books on brute wyverns. I think I will buy that. Brute Wyverns Volume 1. Let's take a look at some other creatures we are going to be killing in the future. Let's see, Hunter's Notes Monster List. Brute Wyverns, where are they? Oh, here we go, the Baroth. And that's a pretty tough one. Then the Uragan, which is also pretty tough. The Duramboros, which I have never fought because it wasn't in Tri. And okay, those are all the brute wyverns it adds. Pretty sure there's others. Devil Joe's missing. Brachydios is missing. The Baroth and Uragan subspecies. Duramboros also has a subspecies. Anyway, we get a new hunting ground. Because we killed off all the Ludroth, and it's the sandy plains. Desert region with a lot of desert-ish monsters. Target cam. Oh yeah, that's pretty handy on 3DS, if you don't have the Circle Pad Pro, but on on Wii U, you could pretty much work the camera with the 2 control sticks, and that works pretty well. Anyway, we get slaying some Ludroth, hunt a great Jaggy, which we will do next episode. And 3 monster guts. You know what? I will go and... what will I do? I'll go and deliver 8 red coral stones, of course. Nothing says fun like a delivery quest. Okay, I have enough room in my bag to fit the red coral stones, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's go! Sunken treasures. It's like, why do they need a hunter to go and dig up rocks from the bottom of the sea? There's not that fearsome creatures down there. I mean, what's the worst thing we saw apart from the Logiochorus, which really only showed up once? It was like an Epioth or maybe a Ludroth. And anyone with a weapon can hold off a Ludroth. I mean, they are pretty easy to kill. But of course, they will have me do that stuff because you're an unexperienced hunter and we can't trust you fighting big creatures, so you have to go and collect rocks from the seabed to prove yourself. I don't see how collecting rocks from the seabed proves my capability of killing giant creatures. It's kind of 2 completely unrelated things. But still, let's just do it. Ooh, so you can Epioth surfacing. Can I kill you? I can. Do I want to? Not sure. If he gets in my way, I will kill him. So, where do you find these red coral stones? I think I've found like a couple in previous episodes. You swim around until you see the bones on the seabed, and they should be in there. And, ooh, mining spot. Let's see what you can give me. And let's hope my pickaxes don't break again, because I only have 2. Okay, that's a lot of... oh, there's only 3. Oh crap, it's a shark. Yes, this game also has sharks. And no, they are hardly a threat. Really? Just kapow and kapow, and he turns around and he completely misses me somehow. Stupid shark. And he fades into non-existent, just like the Kelby do. Oh, look, and he's limping. Since when do sharks limp? Then again, I'm not a shark expert. Although I have watched Shark Week on Discovery Channel, because it's awesome. Sharks are... oh, there he goes. Maybe just like a spaceship, and the people flying it are like, dude, he's destroying the ship, activate the hyperdrive, and then boom, they're gone. That's the... okay, they can also phase through solid rock. Yeah, let's not mess around with the sharks anymore. Apparently the laws of physics don't go for them. Anyway, here we can find some red coral stones. Or not. Come on, red coral stone, that's what we're here for. There we go. Okay, that's 1. We needed like 8. And that place is depleted already. Damn it. I'm swimming into an invisible wall here. So, go up a little so I can actually see where these things are. Oh, I think in between some rocks here. Yep, there they are. Come on, red coral stones, please. There we go, that's 2. 3. Okay, 5 more. Keep it up. 4. And it's done. Oh crap, shark's coming back. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. They should add like a really big shark monster if they ever bring underwater fighting back. Because they are making Monster Hunter 4 right now, and it's supposed to come out in Japan in like 2 months or something. But they took out underwater fighting for some reason. I thought it was sort of enjoyable. It at least brought more variety to the monsters. Like they added fish and some underwater dragons and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. but no giant shark monster. That would have been awesome. Oh well, there's always Monster Hunter 5. Pretty sure there's going to be a Monster Hunter 5 because Monster Hunter is like the best-selling series ever in Japan. Oh crap. And again, he completely misses me. What is wrong with these sharks? I thought sharks were supposed to be the most effective predators ever. That's why they've been around for like more than 200 million years. But apparently not. Apparently sharks are completely incompetent. Nope, here we have some more. Thank you for revealing it to me, Epioths. I will not kill you for that. I think that's 7, and I think that's 8. And that's 9. I guess. Yep, okay, time to get back to camp, because there's no need to waste time searching areas 11 and 12, if we already have the amount of red coral stones that we need. So, go back to the thingy. I wish I had a Farcaster now, that'd be so convenient. Farcaster is an item that you can make later that automatically sends you back to the base camp, so you don't need to walk all the way back. Or you can use it if your like health is almost depleted and you need to heal. You don't have any more potions, you can use a Farcaster to get back to base camp and sleep in the bed and completely recover your health. Of course, then you do have to walk all the way back to where the monster was that you were fighting. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. It can get you out of a tough situation, but then you also waste valuable time getting back to where you were. Anyway, digging through some giant blue coconut thing and plucking spider webs off of it. Also, there seems to be sort of ruins carved into the cliff face here. I'm kind of wondering what the deal is with those. Is there like an ancient civilization in there? Like in King Kong? I thought that scene was pretty cool in like Peter Jackson's King Kong movie, like the 2005 one. They were like walking through the ruins, and then all of a sudden one of the guys gets like a spear through his chest from behind or something. That was awesome. I need to see that movie again. I kind of like that, the movie. Get rid of the rations, because they're account items that you give them back at the end of the quest, so you really don't need them anymore. Also, Jaggy, die. Oh, killed him with one swing. Apparently this weapon is really good against Jaggies. Yes, I'm killing you using a weapon made out of your sister. Ultimate insult, I guess. Anyway, back to Area 2. Back to base camp. Ooh, Ludroths. Aptonoth. I keep getting those confused. It's like, why do they make two monsters and have their names be so similar? In fact, they also did this with two big monsters that you'll be fighting, the Barroth and the Barioth. Barroth is like B-A-R-R-O-T-H. Barioth is B-A-R-I-O-T-H. So their names only differ by one letter. And it doesn't help that many people misspell the name, like they spell it B-A-R-R-I-O-T-H, which is kind of a mix of both, so you never know what monster they're talking about. It's really confusing, because there's really no reason for them to have a similar name, because the Barroth and Barioth are not alike in any way. Barroth is like a two-legged armored tyrannosaur thing, and Barioth is a four-legged winged saber-toothed tiger. So yeah, lots of differences there. Anyway, we'll kill those and more monsters in the next episodes of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. The fun begins starting now.